going to be talking a little bit about and doing a craft for Japanese Children's Day, Kodomo no Hi. Kodomo no Hi, Japanese Children's Day, is on May 5th. That's today! Hooray! So what is Japanese Children's Day? Well, it is a festival in Japan, always on May 5th. And what it is it's a festival for children and honoring children in the family, and also to wish for their healthy growth and to wish for them to grow up nice and strong. So today we are going to be doing a little craft for Japanese Children's Day. On Japanese Children's Day, they always fly these banners up here. And these banners are called Koinobori. Koi means carp. So as you can see, it is a little fish. So it is a carp fish, which is supposed to be because carp, they swim upstream, up even the strongest currents. So they are very strong and they are very determined. And so it's a wish for children to grow up strong and determined as well. All right. So today we're going to be making our own carp streamers. All right, so let's get started. So what you need is you need tissue paper. You could also use construction paper in a pinch. You won't get quite as nice of a decoration, and it will be a little bit harder to use, but it's still okay. So we have many colors here. You can use whatever colors that you like. About 3 to 4 colors is best. Even more colors, you can have a variety of decorations. Also, you will be needing some toilet paper tubes. You can also use paper towel tubes or other cylindrical tubes like this, and you can cut them to size if you'd like. You will also need some scissors, some double-sided tape, and some string or yarn, as well as a dowel, because the koinobori, the flags, they are usually held up by a pole or something, so we're going to use a dowel today. If you want, you can also just use an unsharpened pencil. That will work too. You might not be able to fit 3 on there, but use whatever you have, something long that you can tie your string to. And also you're going to need some white paper. We're going to use this for the eyes. And you will also need a marker or a black pen for drawing the eyes as well. Alright, so first step. We are going to take our colored paper and we are going to cut circles. Small circles, a little bit bigger than a quarter. I would say about this big. I don't know if you can make a circle with your fingers here. That's probably about how big you can make it. Alright, so let's cut up some paper. Okay, so I cut up a bunch of different colors here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stack all my papers and I'm going to cut out my circles all at the same time just to save some time. You can do it however you like. You can cut them individually or do it all at the same time. The advantage of doing it all at the same time is that you will have more of an even size for your circles. Alright, so I am going to fold this over and I'm going to cut this strip, and I'm going to save the other side for making the tails of our carp streamers later. So I'm going to save this for the tails and put that aside. And this I am going to fold. Now you can also draw if you want the circle first to make sure that it's even. I'm just going to cut it. And make sure that you don't leave the edge open, otherwise you're going to have your circles all folded. Okay, here's my first set. And second set. And third set. Awesome. And I'm going to save this in case I want to use it for any other projects. Alright, so I have all of these circles. Now we're going to cut the circles in half to make half circles. Okay, so now we have all of our colorful half circles. So, I'm going to sort them into color because I want to do not just like rainbow for each of them. I want each one of mine to be kind of a color scheme, so warm color or cool color. So I'm just going to sort the colors out really quick. Okay, so I have sorted my colors here, and so now I'm going to get to decorating my carps. So I'm just going to put the colors off to the side. Okay, so first you're going to take your toilet paper roll and then get your double-sided tape and take a big enough piece off and put it around the bottom of the roll on the outside. Okay, and it should be going all the way around. There's a little space I have here, so I'm going to add another piece of tape. Oh. Alright, so now we're going to start putting our scales on. So what we're going to do is take the half circles and you are going to put them around the base here, and with this one we're going to overlap it just a little bit over the edge. This is going to be the tail of our carp, so we are going to just put it like so, and putting different colors or the same color. It looks a little bit nicer when you do a couple different colors. Oop, I had some stuck together here. Alright. Okay, so I have my first round here, and then we're going to add more tape in another layer. Okay, and now we're going to overlap the first layer, like so. Make sure that none of the toilet paper roll is showing underneath. Now I'm also going to start pulling in some other colors as well. Oh, it looks like this one didn't quite get on the other tape, but that's okay. Once we're done, it's going to look a lot neater. Whoop, there was another layer that was hidden. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, And it's okay if you have some that are sticking up. It's going to get covered in the next layer. And then at the end we can go through and add double-sided tape to kind of clean up the ones that are kind of sticking out there. And then just keep going until we get to the end. Okay, so we have our first carp done. So you can go ahead and make 2 more of these, or even more if you'd like. And then what you're going to do for the next step is you're going to add the eye. So take your white paper and you can draw or just cut out a circle for the eye. And you can put some black for the eyeball. And we want 2 of these. An easy way to make them the same size is to do the same thing as we did before, where you fold the paper in half and then you can cut it out together, or you can just eyeball it. No pun intended there. Okay, and we're going to cut these out. Actually, what I'm going to do, just thought of a good idea, instead of trying to fit the double-sided tape to the back so it's not sticking out, I'm going to actually put 1 strip of double-sided tape down over. I can kind of see my drawing here. Perfect. And I'm going to cut it out with the double-sided tape on the back so it's more like a sticker. Now, make sure that it's okay to do this before you go ahead, because there is a possibility that by cutting the tape your scissors could get a little gummy, so just make sure that it's okay to do that first with the scissors that you're using. Okay. Alright, so we are going to put 1 sticker and then flip it to the other side and put the other sticker. Oh, here's a stray piece. Alright, awesome. So now we have our eyes. We want to make the streamer part. So you can take the paper that you cut and set aside earlier, and you can cut long streamers out of them. So I'm going to use the colors that I put on, but you can use different colors, same colors, all of one color. It's up to you. And you can make them as long as you want. A good estimate is maybe about the size of the length of the carp would be a good length. And then you can make them a little bit on the thin side. Okay, so our next step is on the inside. We are going to put 1 strip of double-sided tape. This is a little bit tricky. Woo. See what I mean? Tricky. Okay, I have a little bit more. Awesome! Alright, so looks like I accidentally pushed in. Oh, there you go. The scale's okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is take our strips and we're just going to press it in, covering it on the double-sided tape. And you can do however you like. You can alternate colors. You can do all the same color. You could do a bunch of one color and then change the color. Whatever you feel like. There really is no right or wrong. And if you feel like you didn't cut up enough strips, feel free to go back and cut some more, or you can just leave it with an empty space. That might look kind of cool too. Alright, so we have streamers. Awesome. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make my other two carp, and then we'll come to the next step. Alright, so I've made two of these so far, and I'm just going to show you how to attach it since I'm running a little bit low on my double-sided tape. So I might not be able to make 3 or more, but that's fine. It'll still look kind of cool with these two. Alright, so the next thing you have to do is you're going to attach it to the rod. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my string. Okay. And I am going to, let's see, just kind of estimate. I think maybe I'll attach it about this far, about from my pinky to my thumb here. Yeah, about that long would be good. So I'm just gonna cut it. Okay. Now we are going to put some double-sided tape, just 2 strips inside. Alright, to get it ready. So just right in here and right there. Probably just opposite like of the eyes, like underneath the eyes is good. Alright, so I am going to tie my string to the dowel, and I'm going to tie it again to make sure it's tight. Okay, now with both of these strings I'm going to put them on the double-sided tape inside and on the other side. Okay, now if you want it to be extra secure, you can add some regular tape or more double-sided tape just to hold it in. Or you can even, to make it even more secure, if you're planning on taking the dowel and just, you know, flying it around somewhere, you can use hot glue to attach it as well. And I'm just going to trim off some of the tape. You can also, if you have any of the tissue paper overlapping over the edge, you can trim it off before you attach it as well. Alright, so I have one attached, and now I'm going to cut the second one. Okay. And I'm going to do it just a little bit further down. I don't want to do it too close together. I'm going to do it a little bit lower. And tie it. Alright, and then I'm going to add the double-sided tape. Ooh, come on. Ooh. Alright, and then I'm going to put the string on the inside. Alright, and then I'm going to secure it with the regular tape. Oops! Oh, I pulled it out. Uh-oh. Alright, so now we have our streamer attached to our rods. Ta-da! And now you have your very own Koinobori decoration! Isn't it pretty? Yay! You can even use the metallic, like, tissue paper to make it even more shiny as well. Now traditionally these Koinobori flags would be made out of a weatherproof material, and they'd be hung up above the house in Japan. And the top carp is usually meant to represent the father. The second one usually represents the mother, and then any others underneath represent the kids in the family. So in your family, how many carp would you have on yours? Feel free to make one to represent your family, and you can do your family's favorite colors for the carps, or just whatever colors you like. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in for this craft for Japanese Children's Day. I hope that you enjoy making your Koinobori carp decorations. Please post pictures of yours in the comments below or email them to us. We would love to see them. Alright, well, have a great day and hope to see you again in future videos.